All right, welcome Fit Republic. I am so happy to have you guys here. I curled my hair, put on new earrings. I didn't take a shower post-workout because, I just didn't have that time today, but I got those two pieces out. So letting you know my reel. And that's really going to help today because today I am going to talk to you uncomfortably about vulnerability and the ways that I've built stronger relationships to have committed coaches and people that are on the journey that are sticking with it, and share some of my top Instagram story moves that have made me have so much fun, that I'm actually loving what I do and doing what I love. Isn't that what we all want? So to kick off this meeting, of course, we have these once a month. So if you're new, please make it a point, even if you have to jump on during your lunch. Oh my gosh, my voice is going. 12 o'clock PST. So welcome to everybody who's out of state, but we're here once a month. And then, of course, I'm going to repeat this later. Every other opportunity to connect with the awesome people on here, girls, guys, that's on you. You want to feel like you're part of the group, then you connect, you jump in. So I've got a couple gals helping me out with this call today. So I'm going to introduce Christine over in Colorado Springs to give me some intro and some reco, because we got amazing shares for you. Go ahead, Christine, take it up.
All righty, you guys. Anybody have any idea why I'm wearing orange and green?
Pumpkin spice, baby.
That's right, pumpkin spice. I'm an upside down pumpkin. I've got green on my legs and orange on my top. Be looking for my crazy video later today to introduce that, but don't miss out on pumpkin spice. It is a limited edition, so tell all your friends, your family, and your coaches about it so they don't miss out. So without any further ado, birthdays. It is the month of September, but we're celebrating August. So I know today is Patricia Spurl's birthday. Actually today, happy birthday, Patricia. Is there anybody on the line that has a birthday? Raise your hand. Anybody? Oh, there we go, Sarah. Okay, Sarah, introduce yourself, where you're from, and your favorite birthday ever. We can't hear you.
I wasn't sure if it's the computer or the phone, sorry. My birthday's on September the 22nd, so I've got 20 days. I think it's going to be the first day of fall. Woohoo! It's always the last day of summer, the first day of fall. So I'm Sarah Nelson. I'm here in actually St. Louis, Missouri. Just moved from Dayton, Missouri, and I'm living in an extended stay hotel. So I'm sitting on my bed.
Happy birthday to come. Do we have another? Andrea, are you a September or August?
I am an August birthday.
August. What day was your birthday in August?
So my birthday was August 5th.
August 5th. Okay, awesome. And you live where, Andrea?
I live in Eudora, Kansas.
Woohoo! And how long have you been a coach?
2.5 weeks-ish.
2.5 weeks. Isn't that awesome? And she's on, and she's super, super excited. I got to meet her last week, and Heather and I are super jazzed. So welcome to the team. Happy birthday. Are there any anniversaries from August? Anybody get married in August?
I did.
Okay.
Heather,
yeah. How many years, Heather?
18.
18, just fabulous, no flaws years, right?
No flaws. Completely perfect.
And how did you celebrate this year?
In quarantine. Well, we did get to go to Tahoe, but as a family. But it was good. We got to walk on the golf course together.
Awesome.
That was our special moment.
It's great. Well, happy anniversary to Heather Glenn. If there's any other August anniversaries out there, happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary to Yasmin. She's on a work call, so she can't make us loud. So she chatted. She put it in the chat.
Awesome. Yasmin, I hope that you guys took off your masks in order to kiss each other. Or is it a kissing mask picture? No.
Seriously. Also, Kelly Scott and Tiana Hayden also have their anniversaries. Wow, people get
wonderful.
married.
Kelly, where are you?
10th. My husband and I got married 9, 10, 11. So this will be our 9-year anniversary. Been together for 5 years before that. So what is that? 14 years. And we are going backpacking in the Great Wilderness. This is our 3rd year. This will be our 4th annual backpacking trip. So luckily we can still do that with COVID. So we're excited to get out in the wilderness and go backpacking with our dog for 4 days, and that's how we'll be celebrating this year.
Awesome.
And it's also Yasmin's birthday. We missed that when she's on the chat. So she's on the 27th of this month. She just wanted to say it.
Yeah, Yasmin, August and September are big for you. Congratulations. And there was one other, Tiana, your anniversary?
Yeah, the 18th will be my 16th wedding anniversary. So, but I would say we're married 16. We've been together 17. I wanted credit for time served. So that's what,
Time served.
but
LOL.
yes.
You and your
So,
husband will
but yeah,
feel-
that's,
I think you and your husband will feel healthier than ever at this anniversary. Is that correct?
oh man. You have no idea. We actually, and it's cool because I just keep it within the group, but we actually found out we're pregnant
Oh,
weeks
wow.
ago. So that's happening. So yes, it's going to be a very mellow anniversary. I'm dealing with morning sickness and stuff right now. So no big plans or anything like that, but I'm totally fine with that at the moment. So yeah, that happened.
Well, congratulations. That's a big one. So yeah, wow. Round of applause to you. All righty, some other announcements. In case you didn't see, August 31st was the deadline for first timers, but I thought, oh my gosh, everybody's had a first timer on something. So I'm extending it to September 4th. So you're like, what the heck is she talking about? I put out a post with the MBF lady and Megan, and it said, have you been a first timer for anything? First time as a coach, first time finishing a product, first time finishing a program, first time going to the bathroom with your hands over your hair. I don't care. First time, share what you've done for first time, okay? Because I know everybody has had something, and we're gonna do a prize drawing for the bevy. Okay, so if you haven't tried that yet, my son actually told me, Mom, this is the best Beachbody product because I don't want to have sugar all the time now. That was huge. So he's my sugar kid. So please, you have just a couple more days to fill that out. Also, September 1st was yesterday, and that is our product of the month is our pumpkin spice. I'm not very good at drawing pictures, but pumpkin spice right here. Okay, this is the last one I have from last year. So if we will do a drawing, if you purchase it, then put your information in the comments for that post, and then you will win a box of the pumpkin spice. So that's an awesome bonus. So be on the lookout for that, and you can purchase it anytime, but remember that it's a limited time edition. So guess what? It will probably sell out pretty quickly. So go online as soon as you can. Now, August was our Kelly's going to announce who our 3-day refresh August winner was.
No, actually, I was going to just say I'm going to do the drawing tomorrow.
Oh.
So I wanted to give everyone a little bit more time because I saw a few people, there's only like 2 or 3 people that posted. So if you bought the 3-day refresh, you didn't have to do it in August, but if you purchased it in the month of August, make sure that you, if you click on the announcements, I know Facebook, sometimes it's hard to find all these posts, but the important ones we put in the announcement. So if you click on our Facebook page in the Fit Republic, you click announcements, it's on there, and there's a picture of me with a 3-day refresh. So if you happen to purchase it in the month of August, that is our product of the month for last month. So I'll be doing a drawing tomorrow. So if you missed that, just go ahead and drop your order number in there, or if you sold one to a customer as well, drop their order number in there and we'll enter you into a drawing.
Awesome. And I got this cool gift from Kelly from a drawing. So don't miss out on those, you guys. Who likes free stuff? Okay. It's pretty awesome to get it in the mail. And my daughter's like, oh, you can put almonds in there. And then you can put inside here, you can put berries. And she was like so excited. I'm like, actually, it's mine. Okay. So don't forget to put in for those cool drawings. So you could win that 3-day refresh. The Team Cup finished for the month of August. So I believe, Francesca, if you're here, I know she planned on doing a post to wrap up the Team Cup and have all of us put in our information once we receive that from Beachbody. So she said that she'd be willing to have us all, if you're a team captain, put your information in there so we can say rah rah to everybody that participated. See how many total points we have for the Fit Republic with our 8 or so teams. So congratulations to everybody who did that for the first time and hopefully learned something along the way. A couple other things. Everybody's going back to school, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're just at home doing e-learning. It's a whole different world right now, and we're all dealing with that with kids and everything else. So lots of opportunity for back to school, back to me type of challenge groups coming up in September. I know that we're hosting one. Great topics to get people going once they feel like their kids are kind of sort of set up and get back to themselves. Also, we have an Educators Ignite group in Facebook, so feel free to invite any educators to go into that group. We're offering support for them, and Julie's doing some different workouts and other things in there as well to support our educators no matter where they are. Alrighty, and on that note, okay, so Francesca, drum roll please. Our top Success Club winner for the month of August, she had 20 Success Club points. Wow, Francesca, somebody get a picture of her with her excitement. 20 is pretty awesome. If anybody has a camera, because I can't do two things at once. Get a picture of Francesca doing something exciting with your 2-0, okay? Glenda, she's not on, but she had a whopping 18. That's fantastic. I was happy with 16.
Glenda's on.
Oh, where's Glenda? I can't see her
She
on my.
might be on a meeting.
Nice job, Glenda. 18. Yeah, now she can vote. Okay. I had 16. Genevieve, you had 14. Genevieve's in the house. 14.
Don't
That's
gloss
amazing.
over you, Christine. 16. Way to go, girl.
16. Okay, then we have Yasmin had 14 also. That's incredible. Nice job, Yasmin. Your birthday, your anniversary, and she rocked it with 14. Kelly Scott's in the house with 12, and she was out camping for half the month and still managed to rock it. Nice job. We've got Delicia Ramirez. That's a new name. Is she here on today? I don't know. I haven't met her yet, but man, 12, and she's new. Fantastic job to her. My husband, Patrick Barrett, hit 12. That was pretty exciting. Ornelius, 10, and Julie Matthews hit her first Success Club 10. Where are you, Julie?
All right, ladies.
Okay. Nice job, you guys. Way to work hard. It's paying off. Okay, we had 49. Did you hear that? 49 new coaches in the month of July. That is like amazing. So put up your fingers. How many do you think we got in this month? Quick, quick, quick. We have to be quick. We got lots to do. Okay, Kim said 10. Anybody else? How many do you think we got?
20.
22. I like that, Sarah. Keep going up, you guys. How many did we get? 50. I wish. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
30. Okay. Heather Glenn's got it because she knows the number. 32. 32 new coaches this month. And this is kind of a month that's not usually as that's rocking. So 49 plus 32, somebody can figure that out. I wish I had time to read all the names of those 32 coaches, but just keep in mind if one of them is yours, please reach out to them to welcome them. And if one of them, you know somebody else that's in the group, please congratulate them on that as well. All righty.
Christine, can we welcome any new coaches from July or August who are on today?
Yeah, I think Sarah, I believe, is new, and she introduced herself. She's enjoying that hotel room from
And
St.
Andrea's new.
And Andrea's new, and she introduced herself from Kansas. Hillary, are you
Is
newer?
Riz new?
Hillary, tell us where you're from and who's your coach.
My coach is Genevieve, and I'm from San Mateo,
Awesome.
here in California.
Welcome. We're glad to have you. And Lynette, I know you were sometime soon. I feel like she was
You're
new.
muted, babe.
We can't hear you. If you want to tell us where you're from, Lynette, and when you joined.
I became a coach in May,
Okay.
and yeah, I'm from Millbrae, California.
Okay. May goes fast. I thought it was like last month you joined. Mary, what about you? Are you newer?
Yes.
Okay, tell us who you are and where you're from.
Genevieve is my coach, and I live in San Francisco.
Awesome. All these people from the Bay Area. That's where I grew up. Okay, anybody else that's new in July or August? Anybody
Judy's
else?
new, right?
Judy, where are you, Judy?
Sorry, I need to put my mask on. I joined in August, and my coach is Vanessa. There she is. Right there.
Awesome.
And she's awesome.
Yay, this is so great. We got Anthony, the male in the house. Yeah. Any other July and August newer people?
Annie, get on. Where's she at?
Annie, we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, but you can't see me, right? Okay, good. All right. So I joined July, I think it is. I don't know, all these months just kind of blend into one for me. But Genevieve is my coach and I live in Belmont, California.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We've got quite a crowd on today. Really exciting.
Riza also, I've got another one who's new. I don't think she made our last team call. So Riza is also there. Wave, Riz.
Is she in there?
I joined in June. I
Like
joined
late
in June.
Yeah, almost July. So.
Yeah, and I'm here in Foster City, California, Bay Area also.
Awesome. Nice. All righty, we've got another exciting thing to announce. So we have our top volume. So I was number 1, but number 2 was Glenda. Where are you, Glenda? Where are you? I can't find you in this screen. She's somewhere. But Glenda,
I'm here.
2205 plus 18 Success Club points. Man, she really rocked it. And if you're watching her posts and her stories, she's doing a fantastic job of sharing, moving to this country, changing her lifestyle, running for the first time. I just love watching her. And then if you ever notice, she's always has a flower next to her Shakeology. She doesn't drink her Shakeology without flowers by. So be looking for that. It's her kind of her telltale sign. If she ever does her own logo, it's got to have a flower on it. All righty, Kelly Scott with 2012. Look at that. Pretty amazing. Being in the forest for part of the month. Nice work, Kelly. Francesca, 1635. She is on fire this month. Heather Glenn at 1458. Heather leads us and spends all this time helping all of us and is still able to do extremely well. So congratulations, Heather. Julie Foley Matthews, she's got a lot of names on hers. Julie Annette Foley Matthews, nice job at 1413. She's been working really hard for our whole team. You guys, if you noticed any of the posts that are out there, Julie is the mastermind behind a lot of those that does those for our team. So thank you, Julie. Genevieve at 1334, she's rocking it even with sending her son to college this month. That's a huge deal. And she was able to do such a great job. And then this Delcia Ramirez did fantastic at 1309. Wow. Yasmin at 1291. Nide at 1059. Alexandra Escalera at 1007. That's amazing, you guys. This team is really on fire. So I want to also congratulate those of you guys that are just getting started and newer. And maybe it's the first time you've gotten any Success Club or anything else. So again, go into that first timers and put information in there. Maybe it was the first time getting on a Zoom with Heather Glenn, or maybe it was a first time meeting with a new client. Fantastic. We have one more thing to do before I turn it over to Genevieve. Super to duper exciting. And I want you guys to listen to this. I did it. I ran 3.1 miles. To many, you might be rolling your eyes. To me, I pushed through a negative belief in myself I have carried with me since high school track, 30 plus years. I earned a position to be part of a Success Club trial program. I completed a 30-day program without substituting another workout with. I went 30 days without no alcohol. I ran my first ever 5K in 36 minutes and 11 seconds. My goal was under 40 minutes. There will be a sample workout available beginning September 14th. 30-day breakaway program will push you mentally, physically in ways you cannot imagine. There are participants in the group who had miscarriages, no electricity with Hurricane Laura, lost loved ones. They pushed through and completed the program. The stories of the human spirit and what we are capable of is limitless. You have to believe it to achieve it. In the words of Idalis Valdez, yes, you can. I can forever grateful to Idalis for the creation, I'm saying her name totally wrong, for the creation of this program. Kim Larson, show your face. She's in the middle of work there, working hard. Those are the words of Kim Larson on our team, who was given the opportunity to be in the test group for 30-day breakaway. So it was pretty awesome when they gave her that as kind of an award for getting the Success Club starters. I can't say Kim was super happy because she's never really liked running, have you, Kim?
Nope, not at all.
But what she said was that, you know, she'd never done a 5K before. Kim, if you'll share with us real quickly some of the wins of this, why people should do this program, and how you feel doing something you thought you would never do. First of all, give her a big round of applause.
Thank you. So the 30-day breakaway, you know, a lot of people have lost inches. So with doing the program, I'm down 4 pounds, but I'm down 10 inches overall. My legs feel stronger. I feel healthier. I feel like my cardio is definitely better. And cardio is something I absolutely hate. I hate like the 21-day fixed cardios where you're like running and you're jacking in place. There's cardio called rainy day cardio. I'm not supposed to really say that till the 8th, but oh well. That's on the program. So that's if you can't get outside to run or don't have access to a treadmill when it's running, you can do this cardio. And it's probably one of my favorite cardio programs because I always switch them out and do like the dance ones for cardio because I like to dance. So this one I did from start to finish. There's 2 calendars that will be coming out. One's going to be actually 3 because I think she's going to come out with an advanced calendar. So if you are more of an experienced runner, you will be able to kind of definitely improve that time in your skills and ability in running. If you're brand new like me, you can follow the calendar. And then there's also a time crunch calendar. So most of the days you're doing 2-day a workout. So one is strength and one is the running program. The first time I did the running program, I about stopped like dead in my tracks on the road because she's like, okay, we're going to do a 2-minute, you know, jog warm up. And I'm thinking 2-minute jog warm up, like that would be my workout, like running for 2 minutes in a row. Did not like, I never ran unless like literally the cops were behind me or something. That only happened once, but I was in a cornfield, so I lost them. Anyway, so it's such a good program. Like I feel stronger in my arms. I like Idalis as a trainer. She's so positive. She's real. There's 2 ways you can do the runs. The audio, you can, if you're on a trail or if you're running outside, you can listen to her as an audio. Or if you did it like me, I was scared to actually get on the road, or I didn't know where my miles per hour were when I was running. So I was more on the treadmill so I can gauge my RPE with how fast I was going. And so then she's running by the beach or she's running in the woods, by the mountains. So it's definitely beautiful scenery. So it's going to be great to look at, especially I live in Minnesota and it's already dropping down into the 60s. I know Pikes Peak had snow, but when it's 30 below and 6 feet of snow, it's going to be really nice to look at the ocean while you run versus looking outside and seeing drifts of snow. So it's a fabulous program. If you are like me and you cannot believe in yourself to do the run, or you have a hard time or told you yourself the same thing, it's definitely going to push you mentally. Like there's so many mental takeaways from this program, more so than anything that I've ever done before. So I hope everybody does it. I can't wait to introduce it or help with it. So it's just, I can't say enough good things. And Beachbody's allowing us to do a round 2 to keep improving. So I don't think the test group is closing out yet, which is awesome because there's so many great people in that group and being accountable and supportive. So it's just been a really awesome experience.
Well, congratulations, Kim. We're really proud of you. She's going to post some information once she's able to release information. They have some specific confidential stuff that she can't release, but she'll release what she can in the Fit Republic. So be looking for that about that program. It's going to be fantastic. So if you have clients that can't run though, today, okay, it's Happy Steptember, you guys. It's the month of stepping. So put on those pedometers. I put pedometers on my front porch for people to pick up. I hope they work. They're from a hospital from 10 years ago. But anyway, put on your pedometer, your Fitbit, whatever you've got, and try to get 10,000 steps a day. Okay? So encourage folks to get active because all those educators and kids sitting on their bums all day long now are not getting any exercise. So we got to encourage them. So lots of exciting stuff. Sorry, Genevieve, that took longer, but there's just so much cool stuff. But without any further ado, I want to invite this beautiful lady, Genevieve. Most of you know her. I went to high school with her, but I didn't even know it. She's 2 years younger than me. She looks about 10 years younger. And she just sent her oldest child off to college, and a very emotional time. But man, if I was that child, I'd be like, I just had an incredible mom, because she really puts behind intentional parenting to her kids for sure. And she's beautiful on the inside and the outside and everywhere else around. And she's full of lots of faith and love for God. So without any further ado, Genevieve, I'm never going to get how to spell your name, but we're going to turn it over to you to teach us some wonderful things today. So thank you guys all for listening, and congratulations on 6 months of Success Club, Kim Hageman, as well. That's huge. So, all righty. Thanks, Genevieve.
All right, you guys, thank you to Christine Barrett for doing all that. You guys, if you haven't seen, whenever you come to these meetings, she will be dressed to whatever theme there is. So get happy, get ready. She does the earrings, the hats, the work. So just pay attention to her. Now that you know her and you've been on this meeting, you can connect with her yourself and check in on the Fit Republic team page or however you want. Remember, it's always up to you. So yes, just to show you where I'm at and talk to you about this meeting, it's about developing stronger relationships. Yeah, she's even drinking orange. Stronger relationships to build more committed people. And I'm going to highlight at the end of this some of the people that I brought on this team I'm so happy to see today. And one of the biggest things I want to tell you about is, number one, just being completely open and honest and vulnerable. So some of the things we're going to talk about, I'm really happy to share any part of my life with you guys, knowing that it's only because we get uncomfortable and we're honest with each other that something actually happens and works. And I can count for about 5 of the people on this page, and hopefully more. That's the reason they're here. And yes, I dropped my son off last week. I thought during the workout today, it's been an entire week. I didn't have my workout buddy. News from the top. He said living my best life. I think he showed me some video from a frat house he went to. So let me just tell you, that's already the most vulnerable thing I have to share with you. He's out and trying to be a grown up, and it's super scary. So given that, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. So I'm going to show you guys a couple visuals, but I hope that you get my underlying message. And if you know me, I'm going to pop out the words for you: vulnerable, support, and honesty. All right, so I'm going to share the screen. Hopefully it's open to the one I need. And let's get ready to rumble. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna see if I can make it a little bit bigger.
Hey Genevieve, you can actually hit presentation mode. So see on the top right, if you hit present, it'll make it into a presentation.
Presentation mode, all right, let's find that real quick.
Top right.
I know,
Top right,
my
there.
thing's in the way. My box is in the way.
And then it makes it like a nice big open screen for you.
All right, right there, presentation mode, present. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So here we go. Hoping I can you guys see this all okay? Because I can't see it okay.
I think you have to close the side screen. Yep, perfect, right there.
All right, can we see it?
Yep. Perfect.
All right, so I'm gonna take it up a notch. Hopefully I'm on the right page. So first thing I want to do is talk to you guys about some basic steps that I've taken. Hopefully you guys can see this page now. Some basic steps I've taken lately, and that's why the people that are on here that introduce themselves with me as their new coach, I believe it's the reason you guys are on here. So in getting those stronger relationships, the first thing I want to say, in simple, this is me every single day, is get vulnerable. All right, I told Annie this morning in a text, get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. And I know that we've said that for a long time as coaches, but I really want to say that I took that in now, because now is the biggest time in your life. And I was talking to Heather Glenn last week in person. We have never been as uncomfortable as we are now with what's going on. So I decided to put these pieces out and let you know how getting vulnerable has helped me to build stronger relationships with people that I've added to the coach team this year. And a good handful of those gals are on here right now. So in getting vulnerable, now I will tell you this quite honestly, this works amazing for your business. But I will tell you even more, this works amazing for your life. All right. So first thing I want to say is share a struggle daily. All right. I just told you before we got on the call that I felt like crazy when my son told him that the first thing he was doing is partying at a frat house. And that was literally the scariest thing that went through my mind when I saw the picture. So that's it. I just went out there and told you that. That's something that's been making me shake inside. Like, oh my God, I hope he's following the rules, all these things. So you just got to be okay with that. I don't know all of you personally, but I was okay giving you that information because now you know, if you see me, what I'm feeling. All right. So share that struggle daily. And I mean, on your story if you can, in a post if you can, with people in your family if you can. You do not have to be a mogul in any area of life. You can do whatever area you know and you're most comfortable with, or you can challenge yourself, as we say that our coach team does daily, to do it in an area you're not comfortable with. If you've never posted about something sad or tough or struggling on your social media, consider doing that today. If it's a little bit much to put that in a post that's so permanent, do it on your stories, and your stories only stay up for a day. So it's okay to talk about something. A lot of you guys on our tracking app, if you're on Facebook or the challenge tracker app, raise your hand if you put a post where you're like, oh my God, the workout was so done. My legs are jello. It was so tough. I can't believe I made it through that minute, whatever it is. That's sharing a struggle. I can tell you that everybody on this page has already done it, so don't tell me you can't do it. So share struggle daily. Here's what I wanted to tell you that this does. It helps your teammates with mindset growth. I know in front of everybody who's on here, from Riza to Hillary to Annie and others that are being on here, when I share something in my story and I see those people on my story shares that I'm sharing something daily, they're getting in their mindset like, okay, I like Genevieve. She's great. She's seeming like she's happy and healthy. She's doing things well, and she's still sharing about her struggles. That message sends a definite message like, it's not so bad. Maybe I can do that too. Riza on here shared a big struggle that's so personal to her life last week and had to do with her daughter. And that inspired me to follow you, and why I started doing that even more. So that is something that's really happening. For the people who are watching you, they may not could never comment, like, or do anything, but they want and need to see you unperfect and unready and unscripted and just not always winning, because then they realize, okay, she gets me. And that's a huge part of building the strong relationship. It's not just showing all the rainbows. And I even use that. I'm like, I'm not just crapping rainbows. Stuff's really hard sometimes. I use the words hard, struggle, tough, difficult, those. But then in the story or post after, which I'll show, I also show how I rise. And that doesn't mean I made it to the top. It's literally like how I got myself to wake up this next morning. That's what it can be. So there's a piece of real. When you guys hear on that coach mentoring and any summit trainings, anything, they'll say, be real, be unapologetically you. If you haven't shown how you are perfect or you struggle daily, how are people that feel like that all the time going to be like, I want to talk to her. I want to do that courageous thing and just show her. So know that that's a really big part of what I do. In a conversation, when I'm talking to my children, when I'm on my media, and when I talk to anybody on the phone, I always make sure to talk about one of those. It brings all that level right here to where it needs to be. All right. So then, say you struggle, you share that struggle daily. The next action point is support first. I want to show you guys this question because I literally use it every single day. And my friendships, my relationships, they're all better. And it all really also really helps when I do not know what to say, because a lot of people in my life lost a loved one to COVID. A lot of moms right now are all crying inside because we just dropped off our kid at college. And a lot of moms that a few that I talked to on this call, at least last week, are just dying inside because this is really hard to be home and doing all the things we're supposed to be doing when we can't predict what the heck is happening in a month from now. So the line I use for that on my Facebook comments, in my conversations, on Instagram, Messenger, and the ways I'm going to show you later is literally this. How can I support you? And that line opens up so much because for a second, it takes it off that it's all about me and talking about my health program that I have and all the things I'm going to do. It means that it's what I follow with after they've talked to me to show that I am listening. I don't jump in with well, I got something for you, or, oh my God, you should do this. Or I just posted, if you guys follow my story, a mindset thing that's this or that. And this is one of those lines that really helps people out. And I'm talking like if somebody just shared with you that they had a miscarriage. Somebody is like, I feel like crap right now, and everybody around me is doing well, and I can't seem to feel that right now. If somebody says, my parents are dying, whatever it is. And these are real conversations I had last week. It's how can I support you? And that's it. And that's been one of the biggest builders that I've done, because I will tell you honestly, people after that have said some things to me like, actually, I really do need this. I've been following you and ... Or what would you do if this? And it starts that conversation, because a lot of people will say, for example, you got this, or you have a lot of love surrounding you, I'm praying for you, whatever it is. So you can continue to say these, but this line means that in the end of the day, when they hopefully think of somebody that just made them feel like, I have somebody I can go to, you can be that person. That's a huge piece. Last one I'm going to share, my video is in the way, so let me get this out of the way, is honesty up front. So we talk about hashtag be apologetically you, hashtag be real, all of those things. First things first, be honest up front. So when I talk to people now more than ever during this time, I realize that people have been having their superficial conversations, their light things are going on. I really want to feel like somebody thinks of me in a different way. And when they think of the scariest things, I'm sorry, but health is up there. And if I can talk to people and be honest with them about the scary things, then they will also, my thought is that they also think of me when it comes to how scary starting a health program is, how scary it is to just be involved in not wanting to fail in a health program. I have 3 coaches that added last month, if you see them. They were all at least 2 or 3 time coaches, meaning I helped them in a big way, and they've quit and come back and quit and come back. And there's no hate at all with any of that. All of them told me the reason they did that is when they searched their mind for what to do in a stitch and who they thought who's consistent this whole time of figuring things out, they said they thought of me, and I couldn't be happier. So in an honesty up front, I turned it around and I said, hey, I can push you, motivate you, inspire you, but it's always going to be your decision to say yes. And that helps people. The idea is, it helps people to realize at the end of the day, like, oh my gosh, I wish this, but wait, I can make that decision. I can say yes. In my welcome email, so these are 3 ways that you can, 3 actual things that you can say. My goal of this part of the talk is to give you guys actions. All right, so these 3 things that you can actually put or actually say. So the first one is, it's always your decision to say yes. Let me give you some examples when I say this. And my girls that are on here, you know, I've talked to you about this in the last couple of weeks. I'm going to tell you when I've got a meeting. I'm going to tell you when there's a training opportunity. I'm going to tell you when there's a new product, when there's whatever is going on. It's not to bombard you like, oh my God, there's no way I'm going to fit that all in. It's because I want to give you the opportunity, the decision to say yes. It's always up to you. And if you say no, absolutely no hate. But I know I've done my part in saying how I want to mentor you. So when you think about that, when you're inviting people, when you're talking to people, the truth is, it is always, like, they get all, sometimes you guys, they get overwhelmed, they get stressed, like, oh my gosh, that's too much for me. And just say, you're not saying yes to any of this yet, but I want to let you know that you have that opportunity, right? And one of the things I do in the first email that I send, you know, I can tell you at least 3 people to 4 people on here got this email. I'll say, do I have permission to challenge you, to challenge your thoughts, to challenge your results, your goals? And then I actually put the words right after with a little wink. I say yes. That's why we're here. That's why I got you to this welcome page. And that gives them the permission to say, okay, so whenever Jen reaches out to them, it's not supposed to overwhelm me or stress me out. It's supposed to say that I gave her permission to challenge my thoughts. And then as a coach, we're doing that. So even if I get a no from that person, hey, do you want to join this group? No. Well, okay, that's okay. But the opportunity is always there. Remember, I'm here. You're doing that thing, right? And even, I will tell you all, okay, I have about somewhere between 20 and 30 coaches that I'm diving into. And I will say, some of them, they said no to me 5 to 10 times. I just kept asking them the same questions. So that's it. I repeat these things. I can motivate you. I can invite you, but it's always your decision to say yes. Do I have permission to challenge your thoughts? And then the one question that I asked, I did this on my my Happy Fit Life team page the other day, or something in a journal, is what's missing or lacking most in your health? I do this on a form that I get new people to sign me up on. What's missing or lacking most? This is the most personal thing you can ask somebody, because they can obviously tell you exactly what it is they need. You know, maybe they don't need to save $30 on a challenge pack program, but they need somebody to tell them to drink water first in the day. And that's what Ilana does in 2B Mindset, and how I've connected people to get the MBF challenge pack with 2B Mindset, because Ilana gives 3 basic rules and they need to figure out what those are. So that helps me create that solution, but it's telling that people, it's that person telling me, this is what I need most help with. And then that's really listening. I make sure that if I respond to them with anything, it better answer that question and tell them why. All right. Now, really quick, I have a completely separate thing to share with you guys, but let me see if there's any chat that I missed on here. Cool. Fun facts from Kelly. Yes, I did say no. I was actually gonna, don't copy me, but I was planning to quit after Kelly asked me, because it was such a, you guys have heard this. Oh my God, I have 3 children. I don't have time. I just signed up for all these new schoolings. My husband's going to kill me for spending money on my health because he doesn't understand that yet. All of those. I planned on quitting after a month. And then I decided after a month that I was actually feeling better than I ever had. And I don't mean like all the results. I just like, I actually feel good about myself. And then 3 months later, I did have the best results ever. And I said, all right, that's a sign. Here we are, 9 years later. Just checking if there's any other questions. Okay, just checking. So wrapping up this simple piece, I promise you that I want to keep it simple, that this is it. Now I have, I thought about what I could tell you guys. Write these 3 down. I'm going to post these little pink pieces in the Fit Republic page. But again, it's not going to mean anything unless you go to it and do something about it. So share a struggle daily. If you have a notebook with you right now, just write down a struggle that you're like, I could share this. Or write down a few and then pick the one that you think is going to work for you today. All right. I'm not going to take forever on this. It's an easy question. All right. Support first. Write down this question in something. Put it on your phone. How can I support you? If you can ask that to 3 people today, you've done your dose of conversations that are meaningful. I use this line every single day. I use it with my mom, my sister, myself. And then the last part takes a little bit more action. You guys understand the basic gist of honesty up front. But if you look at these questions, these are ones I didn't get. I actually got this from Vito Lufata back when we used to do training, and I believe it was Rock the Basics when I first started. And he was the first person that mentioned some of these things, really, really putting it on my lap to decide if it was me. So it's not my idea, sharing it forward, which is what we do a lot in this business. All right, so ideally, right here, these 3 things, if you can do them, that'd be great. If you can ask somebody in your life to do them, be a coach, be a friend, be a family member, that's great. Because then if you did, you just practice how to mentor somebody to upgrade their life. And that's the truth of it. So if you have any doubts on here right now, you're like, I don't know if I could coach. I don't know if I could coach. I don't know if I could coach. That's overwhelming. The truth is, if you can ask anybody to do these things in your life, start with somebody you love. You're already doing what we do. Just the reason I'm here. All right. All right. I'm going to move on to the next page. I got to figure out how to do that. Oh, I think I'm here. Oops. I went too far. All right. So in this last piece, I hope that was simple enough for you, because right now I got a little top 10 list. Do not try to memorize these down. Don't try to write them all down. They're just fun. And I got to get rid of this thumbnail thing. Okay, good. So I can see. So Fave Insta story moves. I don't have a gazillion followers. I have somewhere over 1,500, growing organically. I don't normally get like thousands of likes on my posts, but actually this shelter in place, I've hit some of my highest numbers in the hundreds and 200s, which I've never done like a couple times in a row. But the reason I'm going to tell you I love Instagram stories is I feel like it's a live way for me to show up with the people I do want to talk to and talk about and be completely real. I feel like people watch me, and I know this because of how people talk to me, that you're like, Jen doesn't screw up, or Jen does this, or Jen's been so consistent in this. My Instagram stories is a way for people to be like, oh no, she's not perfect. I can totally do what she does. And that's a thought I want people to have. All right. So I'm going to read these off, and I will put it on somewhere, but I will share a little bit about them and some specifics that I thought would help you guys out. I have a lot of people on here that are new and be like, I'm not really super into sharing on Instagram, or I'm new at it. So let me just start with some things that are completely and unapologetically me that I love doing. All right. Say thank you often on stories in person with your voice. I do this once a week. Attitude of gratitude, baby. And I don't even have to, it's just thank you for this. I'll come up with something, but I realize when I do this, it feels good. It feels good. I feel like I'm never just talking about the challenge packs, my team, all the pieces. I just say sometimes, thank you for listening. And that's awesome. I do that a lot. Watch other stories while you get ready and emoji comment or quick compliment or question to at least 5 of them. So if you feel that it would be not too multitasking or fun to do stuff. When I did my makeup this morning, when I was curling my hair, when I'm making dinner, or I'm doing something like the laundry, I'm always listening. I'm either listening to professional or personal development, which is everything's figure-outable right now for me, the book by Marie Forleo, or I'm watching other stories, just because that's going to give me the fruit. It's like what some people do when they want to watch the news. They want to feel like they want to know what's going on in the world. Well, I watch other people's stories because I want to know what's going on in the world of the people that I put in my tribe, that are on my feed, that I care about and want to be a part of on the journey. So I do that simply. And if I'm literally curling my hair, that's why I told you guys, emoji comment or quick compliment or question, I'll just put it in really quick and put a comment at the bottom. It's one of the things that I found that I do every single day that keeps my engagement, my algorithm up, so the people that fit that, so that Instagram sees that I'm engaging other people, not just the reverse, that I want people to engage with me. Here's a big one that I do, and I'm gonna show a post after this to help out a little bit more, is I go to my most popular story, which is usually the first one in the queue, and watch the stories of all the people who watched mine. I told Ali Escalera this the other day when she kind of got stuck on why things weren't happening on her Instagram, so I gave her a few tips. This is one of them. I comment to all of them. So if I have my first story and it's like 150 watchers or something like that, you better believe that that is my conversation time of the day. And then I'm going to show you after this slide how I do that. But the idea is that's a direct relation. It's like I take the people who are paying attention to me and I pay attention back. All right. And you know how I do that. If you go above, I watch the stories while I'm getting ready. So you see how that picks in. I've changed how I do some of my simple conversations. When I get new followers, I find a nice pic of them on their feed. If they're public, this usually works out, and give them a public thank you on my story with a connecting factor that syncs up with my tribe. So the idea is, if I got a couple new followers and they're actually like people like, oh yeah, this person, I think I'm gonna really vibe with this person, I may put them on my feed and be like, thank you, I loved your last post about this, check it out everybody, and it'll be about kindness or something like that, or be about, you know, what's going on right now. I make sure to split up talking stories with a visual interest. A GIF, meaning you guys know if you go into Instagram and create, you've got those little GIFs. I love how Team Power Soul adds all these like team up GIFs before stuff because it segues really nice. Or a photo or a question. So it's just kind of like, it's that same thing you might do when you're talking to your kid and you're like, are you with me still? Did you hear what I said? Does that make sense? It's that check-in. So I give them a little piece to stop it up and have a little focus. Include 3 things you love on your story daily. Change it up too. Because if you don't, then you're going to realize you're only talking about your workouts and your the business. And if you love those, that's great. But you are a very complex person. You're very creative. You're very unique. You have so much to give and share. What can you share about your life? Because guess what? People are either going to watch YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, let me just name all those things, or they can watch you and get to know you and actually be a part of your life and journey. So they are watching something. Put stuff you love, and that's just the same way when we go to Netflix and we have all the movies that we selected and those are things we love. You will keep showing up, and the people that you love and the things you love in your tribe, your magnetism, that will all attract. So make sure to start there. Highlight 3 other people in your story daily. Select a pic from their profile to share on your story. I love going into other people's, especially our teammates, because it just shows that our story, and I'm going to say this honestly, it's not all about me. It's so not. There's no way I'd be on this earth doing what I do, loving what I do, if it wasn't for y'all out there. So you guys are my first go-tos when I think of sharing, or people that have inspired me that are not on the team, and I think that they could be or want to be sometime. Share something you got from someone else's story and thank them for sharing it. I do this every day. For example, somebody had a really, really nice speech that Chadwick Boseman gave, you know, the Black Panther. And I really like that guy. So I took the IGTV on another person's story, and then I went and grabbed that and shared it. Then I thanked that person by tagging them and said, I'm so happy you shared this. Thanks for doing that. Dance on your story, okay? Or something that gets others to laugh or be relieved that you're goofy too. Lighten up a little bit. Laughing at yourself is so important. I danced with my niece on my story a couple of days ago. I love doing that type of silly stuff. And I actually had people that responded with just like, oh my God, I love that song. Or, oh my gosh, thanks for doing that. Or look, just whatever it is. It's a lighten piece. And then here, you guys saw this already. Share a struggle or fail daily and what you do to get over yourself. I hashtag that pretty often sometimes, is get over my damn self type of thing. And that is a book recommended by Kelly Scott as well. So the idea is, in all of that, like, people see the highlights and the great things. I've been traveling, I got a kid in college, I have all these things. When I shared about my son in college and I did some things and the sadness I was talking about, here's what I really love. People actually responded with me and they're like, I'm crying with you right now. They got really personal with me. And that, let's go back to that post, that slide about getting vulnerable. I was able to get there with them, solidifying that relationship once again. All right, I got one more page to show you because we've got just minutes left, and then we'll open up for some questions. Let me just figure out how I get out of here again. I cannot. Oh, here it is. All right, so I wanted to show you 3 things that I talked about, and then we'll just jump on really fast. I talked about how I watch other people's stories from my story and comment to them. I believe that that's really helped me with my actual story engagement. When I do messages, I do them to the people who have already made conversations with me. So if you can see this right here, if I'm watching, this is from yesterday or something like that. This is the high story of the day, right? See all these? While I'm on this page of my Instagram, I will watch this story and then click back. I'll watch this story, click back, and I go through all of them. So those are the signs that I feel like I'm engaging with the people who've already engaged with me. And then on a separate day, for example, I do this maybe only once or twice a week. And I'll show you an example. But I actually message every single person who was on my story. Some of you guys, you have some of the same people on your story. So maybe you work a little bit to get some new people on your story and start adding some people, but different topic for a different meeting. I use this little icon and it sends them a message. The message will look like it comes from this story. Totally okay. It goes back to that beginning story, why I thought of them. And then, for example, I did this to my girl, Kim. She's not ever joined me, but she's known what I've done for years. And the first thing I took a picture of it. It says, thanks again for supporting my story. No, I appreciate it. So I said that. Then we have a going conversation where I invite her every single month. Still waiting to hear if you want to try out one of my healthy programs this year. I know what you go through, and that's why I don't give up on you. All right, really, really busy mom that says it takes on way too many things that are not for her. So I'm always the person in her ear that I'm hoping to remind her of that. So this was the post I sent. Now, I will tell you guys really honestly, I might copy from here to here because this is an ongoing theme in my tribe. And I will copy and paste this into multiple people's here, but personalize it with something. Because truthfully, that line I gave, the second line, for sure, I know what you go through, and that's why I don't give up on you. That goes through pretty much everybody I'm friends with, because that's what we talk about. That's what we do. That's what I'm part of. So I copy that, and I might add a little part, but I will copy and then add, copy and then add. So that does save me some time. This last part of the picture, if you guys can see it, I haven't done this in a little while. I've been wanting to get on it this week, but you know, when you're traveling, I just feel like the schedule's a little bit busy. But these were 5 people. When I hit 15 plus followers, I saw people do that. I mentioned that, and I just wanted to say thank you, right? And then these are people that added me and I started talking to. So I found a pretty picture of them, and I said this in the last list, and I put them on my story. Each one of them responded with some sort of happy face, love emoji, and like, that was so sweet of you. So again, upping that algorithm, helping the relationship, and notice how it wasn't just about health or fitness. It was just whatever it was. And then I talked about something that connected us. This one says, confident fashionistas rock. She was talking about design. This was a post about kindness. So I said, thanks for having that post with kindness, things like that. This is the one about being goofy and having fun and to laugh at yourself. All right, so that's what I did on my story. And those people would have been included in the 3 highlighting other people of that day. All right, last piece. Coming to the wire. Yeah, here we go. So on here are the people I added this year, right? And these are not just people. These are people that, for example, Riz is on this call and she's added a couple of these people, but I actually got on the phone with those people too to help her out. I just want to show you guys how well it went, all right? I can't tell you what numbers. I can't tell you how many they were. I can just look at these faces and know I did it all it was completely worth it. It was completely worth it. You know, on this page, 3 people, like I talked to you about, have quit and rejoined several times, right? On this page, there's already 2 coaches who have quit, all right? on this page are like 3 to 4 people I've known since I was a little girl, right? A couple of them are on, and one of them is on today. That's Mary. But the idea is, and then a couple of them completely met on Instagram, never known before. But I just want to say that when I think about that and what I'm doing, it helped me to help these people, and I can name something in each of their lives that they were uncomfortable about, that I found out, and vulnerable about, that I got them to talk to me about. It was just awesome. I really I love what we do. I love that I can do that. And I wish that I had people in my life that did this with me like 20 years ago, just because all that time before I spent time thinking I was alone. And I spent time thinking that I was never going to get out of this. And thanks to these ladies, I just want to say thank you, because you helped me get over myself day after day. So I hope that whatever I've shared here, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. See your beautiful pictures. I hope that what I shared on here wasn't too fast, because I just get really excited when I do talk fast. But the true why, and why I got started, and how some of those things that I showed you are really what I realized I've been doing differently since day one in 2011, where I've learned structure and all those things. You gals, I completely remade my business this year just because I really wasn't happy with it. I started my Happy Fit Life team page a week ago because Vanessa and I had a pact that we were going to try something out differently, right? I just want to let you guys know we can reinvent each other and ourselves as much as possible. And the ladies that are here that I said thank you for is because I decided that I want to scrap some of the old and come up with the new. And getting vulnerable, being completely supportive, and just really, really finally being honest. I think your 40s does that to do, holler if you're there. That you're just IDGAF, and you just decide that it's all about that honesty. I know for a fact there's a couple gals that turn 30 that also believe that. So this one's for you. I'm open to any questions. I don't mean to go over the time, but that's what I have. Just to let you know, I will post those pink things on when the replay is posted. I'm going to put those pinks in the comments. So those are there for you guys if you really want to see them. All right, open it up. Any questions?
That was awesome, Genevieve. Thank you so much. I love that you gave us very simple, not too many actionable things. They're all super doable, and very focused on relationship building, which is a huge piece of this business, both in getting people to trust you enough to say yes and join you on something they have probably really no clue what they're getting involved in. And then also being able to just keep them excited to stay on the journey and, building those longer term relationships. So I loved it. I can't wait to get your slides, because I'm going to start practicing some of those pieces in my Instagram as a basis point to start.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
Anybody have questions?
Anybody have any questions? I did want to mention really quick, I dropped for you guys that list of 10. Don't think you're going to try that all on your first time you get back on Instagram. Just choose one. I've learned that if you do and it works, then that's cool. You keep going with it, it'll build it. And if you don't, then you just try a new one. So don't let that bombard you.
And I love, Genevieve, how you mentioned the attitude of gratitude. So as we wearing that orange today, get ready for Thanksgiving a couple months away. It's a great segue to start now in September. So by November, you can really focus on being grateful for what we have, and even through the hard times right now with COVID and quarantine. So I think that's awesome to reach out to people and just tell them thank you. Tell them that they care. Because I posted about having a day I just had to lay on the couch all day. I never do that. And my sister let me come to Vail for 2 days, and I needed that. And it made people realize that we all go through stuff like that, and it's okay, and that we're all human. So I think that showing that human side, that nobody's perfect, and every single person struggles with something. Some people struggle with numerous things. So reach out to them, because you never know when you can help them. And the suicide rate, unfortunately, is going up. We had a friend that Patrick worked with, and it's really, really hard and really sad. So keep reaching out to people and making them feel that somebody cares. So thanks, Genevieve, for sharing that.
You're very welcome. Anybody else have one final goodbye thought or action? All right, I will say this. Reach out to me personally. If you do, put it out. I will likely respond to you on an Instagram message for my story, just to tell you, because I really truly do that every day. But I do one last piece, and I wanted to ask Christine to pick a number between 1 and 25.
Lucky number 4, 4-leaf clover.
All right, lucky number 4. So that was my raffle for the door prize. Lucky number 4 is Julie Matthews. Are you still on here? All right, Julie Matthews, you can pick from this medium pair of cute beach body shorts as a door prize, or this 80-day obsession sleep-in super big, which you want to walk around the house, and I'm going to mail it to you because I want to say thank you to all for coming on. This is probably the biggest meeting I've hosted and got to speak in a really long time, and it made me just light up. That is why I put on earrings and curled my hair and put on my new shirt for you girls. So let me know which one of these you'd want. I'll give you another picture if you need it later, but congratulations for that. And really, really, really grateful for everything you guys share. Every time I will say this really honestly, whenever I see you guys struggle, I feel a reason to get stronger. So thank you for going through that.
Wonderful. And I just have one more thing to add for you guys. I'm on the welcoming committee, and if any of you want to be on that too, calling 49 coaches in July was quite a bit. So if there's anybody that wants to help me for August, the 32 coaches, but I call each person and welcome them to the team and answer any questions and see how they're doing on their journey. It's just nice for them to hear from a different person. Maybe they're just their own coach. So if there's anybody that's interested in that, please holler out to me, because I'd love to have some help on welcoming them and letting them know about what's coming up. But I do think it makes a difference. And those of you guys that are not personally sponsored coaches, you're down the line more. I might be reaching out to you asking for phone numbers because it's not on the list. So if you see a message from me, if you're able to extend that and allow me to give them a call, that would be awesome. So thank you. We're making our team stronger. So thank you guys for working so hard at growing our team so fast and so well.
All right, guys. Well,
all right. Should we do the ending pick?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, can we get everybody in? You want to jump on? Angela, if you're around, I'll take a pick so we can fit everybody nice and square. Okay, my command's not working. I don't want me to keep you guys on. All right, nice and loud. Here we go. All right, 3. Perfect, Angela's there. 3, 2, 1. Didn't take. There it is. Okay, perfect. We're so grateful to have you on. Personally, thank you to all of you. Hugs from afar. And thank you again for sharing your life. Go get better. It's a great month to start.
Bye, guys.
Bye.